I don't suppose that as you read your morning newspapers, you have given a thought of how it got there. I'm Dave Perkins, and I've been a newsagent at Perkins News Store since 1942, when my father took over the business. I took over in 1957, but I have now handed over to my son, Richard, who now runs the business. The newspapers arrive early, before 5 a.m. each day. Some are printed locally now, but until a few years ago, all were printed in Fleet Street and delivered to the distributors by train. Now, all come by road transport. There is, of course, magazines as well as newspapers every day except Mondays. And at the weekend, every newspaper has inserts of magazines and supplements. First job is to get newspapers sorted into rounds for delivery. There are so many of each publication for the rounds and the rest are for the shop. We have 17 rounds and there is a computer printout for each one. Each stack is built according to the requirements of each round. So many mirrors, so many guardians, so on and so on. Some rounds are made up in order. Newspapers are stacked in order of delivery and the addresses are written on. But many of the youngsters do this themselves after a few weeks training. Rounds differ from day to day by the inclusion of magazines and weekly newspapers, which means that Monday's rounds are fairly light, but as the week progresses, paper sacks get much heavier. We now employ boys and girls, but we didn't start employing girls until the late 50s. All must be over 13 years of age and are employed 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday, between the hours of 7 and 8 a.m. They're usually here on time on school days, but on weekends and holidays, getting here on time can be a bit of a struggle for some. The big day is now Saturday, so some rounds are done in two halves because of the extra weight. On Sundays we employ boys who are older and if possible can drive, as the newspapers are so much heavier. Apart from supervising the deliveries, I also have to open the shop. We sell a wide range of items including fruit and vegetables, grocery, confectionery and cigarettes. Many customers buy their newspapers, cigarettes and snacks on the way to and from work. We deliver newspapers to nearly 1,000 customers a day in all kinds of weather. We cover an area from the centre of town out to Road and Farley Hungerford. Richard and Malcolm also helps out with deliveries, as we have quite a few business customers in the town. They also act as standby should anyone fail to turn up for deliveries. There is a particular way of folding a newspaper so that it gets to you in the best condition. It's all part of the training. When I started in 1942, we delivered a daily newspaper, a weekly newspaper and a Sunday newspaper and gave the customer change out of a shilling, and that included delivery. Today the same will cost £4.10, including 7p a day delivery, but that's not too bad, seeing the post office charge between 19p and 26p for a letter. You know, I've seen lots of changes over the 58 years I've been a newsagent, but you know I've enjoyed every minute of it.